This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Boadu TV so ni ya best subscribe and subscribe this and like video no o comment here pa ti no we comment atoma my ye that's it ne kwakwa no don't forget to share now my intention mu e Kevin Taylor kache Kevin Taylor ana ne wabrobro meet the presser o man paya be the chide Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia wo tu frank ade man bibia man ko ne ye no na wa analyze enema hodo bia wo chese entwa ye kura wo hwe enipa bia ye ku mo election time nipa be mienu miense bia aposifo ma tu kasaye soja fo ma tu kasaye e ma se nipa no eto ada na mo nse do no on bisa Bawumia kwehye wo ho wo se onim so ma panya comment wo ho dia but ontimi nka bibia emfa ho Kevin Taylor chese disrespect to the dead na se ma panya be de chire anka se yekura now wo se na ma panya be de chire keka no you know my MF also truth bia and okasa no because onim se waka bibia etwam ko eti wo tame na wakeka amanesi so nya sai beka so twantoro na so Bawumia ye ya twantoro nko kan ye no more than 600 and Bawumia kai now only meet the press and as one say so for shame no e se bebre le to dwa Kevin Taylor e breaking nyina da wo se Bawumia is a liar.
So concept here for 3 hours, no. Majority of the things he said, he repeated them like 1,200 times. We counted 968 otrophobia kasa sanoye because they know that they have said something early on. Now they are being questioned today. I don't want to make mistake. I don't want people to say I'm a liar. So when the continues, you have to understand that he's using his second brain to try and remember the lies he said. Into 968 times. But I don't know, 778 times. When you question him about responsibility, taking responsibility, he says he doesn't know. Oh, I have not heard about this. Oh, the minister will do this. It shows he came basically to do politics. He came to basically tell you are stupid. And it hurts me because as far as I know, no, I don't want to go there, but you could see some of the questions from the journalists, you know, it was so weak and vague. Some did very well. Some basically were very on point. They were pushing for answers. And the funny thing is, about 80% of the questions Bawumia was asked, he didn't answer them. Mahmoud Bawumia did not answer the questions. He basically deliberately jumped majority of the questions because he did not have answers, because he knows he has failed. So all that he was trying to do is what we call in politics, he was trying to basically, you know, show you what is glossy. So Oba, oh, interoperability. Oh, we have done GPS. Oh, can't you see that when we came Ghana card? You could see, say, when it came to the nitty-gritties, the detailing, the breakdown of the issues at Ghana and Nipesoltino, he did not do it because he knows when he goes there, we will know. And we already know that he's a liar. So who's studying very well. What he did tonight basically was trying to play on the conscience of the foolish NPP supporters to get red meat to go out there. The reason for this press meeting, and I said meeting the press, was to make an argument, say, John Mahama debate. But he has blown his campaign up. And I feel pity for those who are managing Bawumia's campaign and managing him. This was the worst performance any presidential candidate has put together. Maybe he did well, I did better than Ikuadonko. But if Bawumia wants to be president of Ghana, and this is what he thinks we should look at and do what and give him the nod, then basically he is telling us that he's not fit for the job. He's not cut. In fact, so a person who say MPP phone himself Bawumia failure. You see, when Paul Ademochi was given the opportunity to ask questions that worries Ghanaians, he came to tell Bawumia, if even you lose, Sana Paul Ademochi can you? Or say, Mr. Bawumia, even if you lose, you have done your part. Who hasn't done their part in Ghana? Who hasn't contributed to the development of Ghana? Everybody has contributed. In fact, those who have contributed through healthcare. They have contributed through roads. They have contributed through better infrastructure that has saved lives and changing lives. So if you come and tell Bawumia, you know what, you have done well, even if you don't win, you are telling that your Bawumia that he has failed. Because if you are confident enough, so Poladomochi are confident enough, and he knows Bawumia has delivered, he will stand before him and say, you have delivered, and I believe you win, and this and this and that. But because they know, Paul will so be by October, until he knows. And then who will be to support Bejina say, Bawumia, if even you don't win, Bawumia is going into this contest thinking he will win. You are the Jandam reporter. Why are you suggesting? Why couldn't you put a question to him? What they came to do today, basically, they came to buy credits. They came to lick their own asses. I didn't know Krampo said Damboki sound to brofo. It is so disgusting and embarrassing. Damboki Krampo, he cannot express himself. And this is the worst I've seen about the NPP. I am embarrassed because you see, sometimes these are some of the things that I am not debiano. This social media and the new media that has come is exposing a lot of things. On sanka first na anka munyo bia manim bedwudwam ade chia na nkwasiafo ya mofu se otwen abetina radio so aye konkran no say na Bawumia kan yo Bawumia de ba ye bedwudwam ye be magana fo nyina ehu eye den atro no ye be magana fo nyina ehu se enye journalist fo muti o nyina na. You see, there's one thing I like about the NDC, and what I like about the NDC is say they are able to separate content creators from journalists. The moment you call yourself a political party, you cannot separate content creators from journalists, then it means you, the political party, or you, the flag bearer, you are not intelligent enough to address the concerns of respective people. Because if you don't even know where they are coming from, how do you send your message through them? Are you getting me? So that is why the NDC, when it came to reaching out or having a discussion with people almost for specific places, that they are like, the NDC, John Mahama is meeting content creators. There's a difference between a content creator and a difference between a journalist. Unless you don't know what you are doing, and a damn content creator to mix a damn content creator with journalists. The moment you do that, then you are missing your point. Then you are entertaining fools. Then the seriousness people attach to they take it away, because there's a difference between a soccer player and a volleyball player. That is why we address people with different titles. This is the seriousness. So we need to get serious. We need to at least bring some decorum, some respect to the presidency. We cannot just push people there and say, because you're a party, we want to call president. No, it is these small things. And saying you are intelligent enough, you understand what you are talking about. And you cannot bring a content creator in a discussion where it needs intellectuals, people who can, break issues down, understand, speak to the issues, and ask questions that the people want. You don't bring any foolish boy. They are intelligent content creators you can meet and talk to them and explain things to them. But when it comes to things like being a journalist, understanding the issues, without due respect, some content creators don't get to that level. You don't use fools to destroy things that you are building. Now, Mr. P, Mr. S, I can see you have sent me a lot. Omaji Soline, we want to come. Omo abeji sikane we omo kokumase kwa me dinkra ne die nim omo abeji omo kokumase akotwa kumase fo ntro ye ma obi entwa asante fo ntro biem yampene yampene ya ma obi entwa asante fo ntro biem bo bedru kumase na ne aye story na wie ochina mo ba mbeka so me yakowifo mo akwaje 1000 Ghana kumase jandamfo Kumasi Jandamfo, Omtitikamu, Omabashapu, Omukutantro. Besides, I have it. Thank you very much. Now, let's enter the wagon. Wagon, the time in do. Again, Bawumia can in there. Since the summer, Hamudu Bawumia, Ebeye vice president, Ebeye president, Ghana so, Omiti president. I didn't know Omiti president there, or Beso Ocha Ghana Fontro, or pay a room for his people to say, Bawumia and Mahama Beck Ebeye debate. That be debate to be anyhow. Yenny be deciding who becomes president. Debate and to be decided who becomes president. Now, Momian share in Sembia Bawumia can end there. Mr. P, get me. Mr. P, okay, we are good. Mr. P, we are good. Obia ready. Obia will fear over YouTuber. We have 4,000 and over eyeballs. Bawumia struggling. No media house got 1,000 views. Nobody. Bawumia is not attractive. Bawumia is stale. Bawumia is basically a robot politician. They write for him, he reads. He does not understand. But endano was saying a campaign in what Chesa Ombu Ghana for Nami Bechrema de Kudientia. No Ghanaian should take Bawumia serious. And it's not Mahama Kaino. A vote for Bawumia is a second or a third term for Kufuado. The man does not even know what is happening. He does not even get it. His whole thing is Yakatu ni team so bet the president could chantro, could did the Bahama tem, Manko Fortune so ya. But the facts are there. Now, Mama Yanko Wagonim. Oh, say now you see the difference between NDC and the NPP. There's a problem, man. The NPP they have a problem. They need to sit down and analyze themselves. They have a problem. Almost say Bawumia campaign. I feel the Ghana folk crowd be musa say Bawumia no crampono. Mona maso so. Now, big tiabu konsu kumu. Bawumia teneka bo hwe me. Mahmoud. Kope pito biton na we am wow o yiri fulani no. Mon ko pito shop bimie. Now, most concert, Mahmoud. I know you are watching, Mahmoud. I feel you. You don't feel me too. I don't kind of correct. You are a liar. You are a liar. Your voice cry is gone. And you know, and my people. Now just about to now Diana. You better about yeah tomorrow. Mahmoud, I know you are in your car. You are watching me. You are. I have numbers than you. I reach more than you. It's so interesting that I'm powerful than you. It hurts, but over the day, I am powerful than Mahmoud Bawumia. I speak on just YouTube. I have almost 5,000 eyeballs. You come on Facebook, so many eyeballs. Mahmoud Bawumia spoke for 3 hours. We have over 800 people watching him. This is despicable. Bronika said despicable. Close to my money. A bomb. Now, you better jump at us and my O24 or say to Nana Pia or Nana Kevin Telamaba. Kusie MPA na wo se kusie PA na se bibi di nechi say nwumre na ye MPA ambeka no kro na ankyra santeman ene Ghana man ama obia ehu atra Bawumia ene MPP for edi no kran journalist bi efra santeman mu akohupo akodi ajantra fo echi akodi 1000 Ghana eba betwa santeman atro asai asanteman nana na se medi wabro wonana so na mechenchen hene Kevin Taylor menie na wo dome na me so me do wiaw piaw nana enwumre de meka ne se de mebete ye de atete de ebebo ye bekirem ama wonana nom ate ase nana enyo nana nom nyina de domase edome emete ase nanso wo dome nko ade eden a betu nana nom fo na ye de nokore akoto bebia da na enwumre nana aya na also you careful with some of the journalists kwame dinkra ekogina nkran no okogina Bawumia nim se Bawumia ye papa for time ene ya asaka kakra interchange ono ko gina ngran no interchange hu asem ngwa no kan yo monsas na yetu galam se wo so chema wuntumi set ansase no kwame din kan de fusa dansan wan kan ho asem o oko gina o ka kire Bawumia se an kofo ye interchange fia bi ena wo hwe so ade ya ka de ye ni nyina nti wo ba ha ya ye kakra wo ba ha ya ye kakra wo ba ha ya ye kakra na da be no ba be so ame kwasiafo we no mo se asanteman problem e so chen interchange asanteman omo problem eso chain interchange but obegina Bawumia nim omusa Bawumia sama santeman eda santeman akoma so omusa Bawumia ensema eda santeman akoma so no obeka kire Bawumia se o ye bibi na onye wie edien na Bawumia ye no asanteman mu a onye wie ya wo hospital be ennan wa asanteman mu a yatum emende nipa edi akomayare ewu diabetes ku nipa yemba ekowo amunya bebi nwo sewua kumewu eye afari we nyina atutum watoto nwure ma bedru nkran ana no so preko wentumi ambusa Bawumia se eye den na mfie nwotwe wentumi nsi hospital no mbie ma nipa mbedem na wonana no bi agimi o wonana no ebi agimi nti de bia me gina na se me kasa wonana no bi agimi to omfo a aya na se bi obi se me kasa tiawo wonana no na ese asanteman Central Market Phase 2 ebesi nde yemfa esankan ye nya eja tomu Samira ne kunu bank Kumasi be kachire Kumasi for ma say omo ba be Central Market Phase 2 ebesi nne Asantifo radio station ni journalist omo ko wonyina obi emusa bi ho asem Nana garam say won sase Central Market kejetia Phase 2 ya nyeye sewua kumewu afare ye nyina ya nyeye ukọ eye de asantimemu a eye ekura yetimu asantimemu ekwan a ewa asantimemu dodo ya nyeye nana journalist omo fra asantimemu a wosoma omo so mo mrankran omo be di ajantrafo omo beji payo eyi your friend say sole omo nyina je solidad Omo nyina dodo no mo fu blender na edo matena play mu aba. Napo na sese omo de omo baaye. De hia santiman no. Nana, omo anka wo. Enkwasiasam. Nana janto ati Facebook no kototro nkwasiasam. Wakodu nkran ohumba ofere ontumi nkasa. Nana janto ade ni kokoti tikumase anka afo no di omochi. Omo mo tonta tangari. Omo mo tonton talia. Wa che ni talia no di omochi. Obedu nkran hu belamundi ma na no so nsuo. Wentumi amusansam ochina. Okotena nyishira. Ana bɔgye sɛ apɔnkye go sata abɛkeka nkwasi asɛm ade ntia yama ne sɔle na na wo de mame ndwedwam ɔkyena obia bɛte no kronel na dwen ansa na ɔkyena so metena se a NDC manifesto John Dramani Mahama first 100 days medwedwam Central Market phase 2 yanka ho asɛm ɔbɛdum kran kwasiafoɔ mo ntuma musa nsɛm. All right, mama yankɔ de Bawumia kan ne so obia nyina sum mɛ ne twi akamfo twi bonofoɔ kowfoɔ mfantefoɔ asantefoɔ obi a ɔka mesi bia ya mo no ka twi me bɛyɛ ne twi ɛma akamfo ate aseɛ bebi a ɔsa me kan hausa me kan hausa ɛma hausa fo ate aseɛ yade tumbanzani Kevin Taylor mutumbanza tunkusa yade o ai nakajia nakakroch mustiklawa good evening to the team moma yankɔ de Bawumia kan na dwi so ansa na de ache monhwɛ nsema Bawumia kan. That's the first one. Now Mahmoud Bawumia kasa na dwi o kan be straight. Or say the suffering is there. It's not gone, but there are a lot of social interventions to reduce the suffering. Bawumia anadwi o share press no or say oh ahokyere de ebuwom ahokyere fe na ahokyere fitai donko or say ahokyere me di aba na emom ye di bibia friend social intervention aba social intervention ene de en na me person ko bibusa Bawumia say what is the meaning of review na enso kwa me di nkra ne neketa school boys yom ko duru nkra mo humba omo tumi musa question Bawumia say oh ahokyere de me di aba Ghana for so ono ane no muto enye me or say ahokyere de me di aba Ghana for so na emom ye di social intervention aba e de any social intervention ye ka social intervention ene de en social interventions aban di bibia ba ama Ghana for ahoto abeto omo so Ghana for ahohiehie firi omo so Ghana for sebio omo so omabra bokoye inti sa aban ba na se osi hospital na aban bi ba na se oka se sebio o de nkora ko school a hospital na yesi no ene nkora da ko school dia na fa so wo so Nibusa 2 questions aban bi aba wabesi de hospital wabesi sewia wabesi kumewu wabesi afare wabesi hospital de akese e wo mantem ukrum sa aban ne se eye hospital we e wo se obi a okonyem onyem obi onya komayare obi a onya diabetes obi a sebio yare beka ne bia sa hospital no onko so we eye social intervention aban se bi ba e so nkwara obi a nko school for free sa nyoma mienu we wo ye Ghana ni a de hin na wo pe. It's a simple question. Ni nyina ho hia na ye de hia ansa na ye de fata enti de hin na hia se obi besi hospital amount so obi bebeka se meba mede oba ko to school ni mienu de na hia ye wo de hia na ye de fata mebusa se ni mienu de na fata de fata ne se obenya nkwa de fata ne se wapomudin ano odin de fata ne se uti wapomudin eye obetuma akọ adwuma ba oba no obetuma awo no obetumi ama oba no so enya apomudin ansa na wadwene school ho enti sa aban bi ba na so obesi hospital de maw na so ka se hospital we na bebo ho ban because obo yare bowa school na utim no bewu yare ebowa school na utim no ubewu. So when they talk about social intervention, your priorities in life and priorities in governance adebi wa ehia and adebi also efata de efata ne se wa pomudin be gina ne na so a obetumi den ahwa wo ba obetumi ahwa wo kunu obetumi akọ adwuma na sebio se wa pomudin nya obeden na oba ne kora na ko school because akora na yare eno na MPP for the dada mo in the South Ghana aya sebio mama ya adwene ni nya adwuma na mama nkofo we enja dada no. Hospital is important from time ye nana ye friend no ba fo akoto 700 pounds emerity MPP amusi hospital ba kumpo Ghana anadwumi no ka sei manisi sumina so piaw yare bo otumfo seriously yare ebo otumfo seriously otumfo akoma yare ba nana manisi sumina so obewu efri se oba asantimemu a hospital papa bia ni obetuma je otumfo nkwa ebi ni ho enti e ho na wo say social intervention no there are two, they are vital ones There are ones that are not necessity. They are important, but there are ones that are necessary. And it's a debiaka no crutch them. I am monte. Nipa dodo send ewu asantimemu ewu Ghana omenya ayaresabia papa ankum. Nipa saying and nipa dodo saying and a sebi omte Ghana omso mako school. You need that health. Uwa untumi go school. Ma menka no crunch on enye emma wa adwene enda ye. Mentan hene. Me kan de ebeje wo nkwa. Me kan de ebeje wo nkwa. Moma munjai saa de na ye kan no kra mo so obi tan obi antan obi a. Enti Bawumia ka social intervention a social intervention part the NPP diaba me betena aka kire mo JJ Roll is the start the health insurance mutual kofo betwa so and atamels ne mahama ebe ne national why na te Ghana ha obeka say yeboa nobody omu twa ni pe bi tro nti omu ba kofo the health insurance omu boa Samia wuku se oye be ma che me a onko radio bi aso ka say JA kofo the health insurance national health insurance buy enye JA Kufuor JJ Roll is the mutual health insurance JA Kufuor betwa so atamels ne mahama na de national health insurance buy they also a bemo tuadua na omeka say boa. This is what they have been doing for years. Mahamudu Bawumia ni message campaign negu ono ankasa be say ne campaign Bawumia ankasa be say ne campaign inti omani e chichire no so oba America uko UK uko some European countries they don't play with things that will keep their lives. Broni ubetuma mni wiase nyame nyina but the question obebu sound say ne bema me nyina che enye school ade bema broni o ehia no enye car obeto ama broni o enye restaurant obesi o enye kwan obebu sound say mapomuden ni hia me first se mo apomuden a dia wo ka nyina metuma aye na nipa ne ba aye 50 time a eye den eye ye na baafo akoto edi £700 stay party on see hospital on pe wiye odwin sa wagimi. That is what the MPP believes in. Inti mama ya adwene nto ye inti Bawumia na gasaka osi ahokyere donko e de ebi na aba no mo bebre ahokyere ne de enya de e konde ana e kochina na nipa we so ka sa ka cho say man chance no sanfa onfa ahokyere nim in politics nyama bebre wo ha they call it glossy words. Politician bia won some kind of day. But its implementation, it's never easy. It is not a joke. Into in your politician, sebio YB wehuda. And you be a oka. Na sebio sabusana no adanina no. And they're dangerous. Into these words they use in some way about Bawumia he has learned these things. You the book amana manaken gang. And na okay catchrow. But you see that the impact in some about Bawumia in the nyinano yate. The dollar is at 16. Asama Bawumia ka nyina yate Bawumia no waka brofo wadudi mahama atem waka bibia den ye wia question ne say the road is your front den ye gie dwa. The question is dollar ne de beko sika ne de beko ene de beba obi ote so ame no de waka nyina wate ose ochina ni sika ni dwetre na $200 million no ose san into dollars so ko Japan e beka sen woni nsem and no your friend say you are managing an economy. Afe ultima say so enye brofo obi aka brofo enye say obi abede nim wanwan say kotere wanwan say me de me wanwan tituma me. It's about the wo kan nyina what is the effect eba ma brabom eno na Ghana fo hia. It is not about asmesimbre so o ka kire me say oba ebesesa ma brabom. Inti question ne say asesa eno ano no eni kire papa kofo ka say hwe wa brabom na to aba ya brabom no 2014 net saying any ende at saying as simple. We don't need to have a PhD, you don't need to have any certification to know this. Intimi busako kompe for Bawumia be kan brofo we are singing mo amowo swame question ne say dollar no was 16 ubetuma ko Japan untumi nko. Thank you team. The question is Bawumia so kan ni nyina awie no wa wo ye businessman unya mfaso ubetumi asesa wo dollar no say na obenya. That is what we are talking about. Fundamentals na no fundamentals ni nyina say bogaku pali etuma sorry asesa de sika e de akokofa nyina ba eno ano no de awokeka ka ho ni nyina ne de en de enye hwe mame de hia ne say me kona me koto petrol a ate abafom a metuma to me driver ni a metuma to petrol aye adwuma dodo enye sika kofi eno ano no Now so become before we are singing me. So now you win. Me we are 16 na da 16 na da. The euro is at 17. The pound is over 20. Obejina 3 hours ke kan kwase asem akire me. Na no de na be me. This is not the first time we have been listening to politicians. Yet here politicians since 1992. Results na yepe. Results na ya hwehwe. Results na ya hwehwe yepe results. Enya de wo ka de wo gidi. De area gidi say also dollar ne kofom. Dey na wo be kan my dollar na. Bawumia kasa for almost 4 hours. When to man can chill be our Ghana say I will do this for dollar to go down. Never. When to me. The catch say oh, time a dollar could do 23 and what time dollar free 3.8. And they could 23. Aka is a gold for oil. And the dollar now be do 16. You entwa afi where you catch them so you juma. Are you okay? You are insane. You pick the dollar from 3.8. What the dollar could do 23. Who the same person and they could 23. Also gold for oil so the niaba. What could IMF sika be Ghana? Untia debt, a kaya de untia. Dollar na be do 16, e cost 17. O say, Yambon se mumfro. Now we okay. Now, yanko enim, macho social intervention I say. Into te kwabre, oti ayan chirem, oti eye de Tamasco, oti e kurasia, wa pomu din hia. Sende malaria ball ba na dwi obewu. Free SHS nbe ho obani bewu obani wa pomudin a ochena obedware akọ school apomudin na hia eni na NDC for AC over 3,000 chip compounds nationwide apomudin ekuro bia ejina ne naso no eye emu nipa omutim apomudin ya ekuro de kodenim se ekuro na apomudin enya ekuro de bibia bia nkoso na yare ebe na yakoye adwuma ye niska also tax me dia na mentua. Anytime I say MPP for adwene wo form or say oh get taxes what digitalize taxes the people don't work into tax no kwagene wen tax bi ani ho into se bi ni apomden a mentumi sori nkoye adwuma enkotua to into se wontumi si apomden bia ba akoma me one hospital John Mahama ne NDC say the whole Ghana in their history upon hospitals almost see UGMC almost see the biggest children hospital masa adena John Mahama kano I swear to God. Oh, you're Ghana, Nibia, or your bad time. You are not supposed to even think about anything. Vote for GM. Hey, over America, you're St. John's Hospital near there. Hey, Children's Hospital, and then they the bone, the bile, and then the crubia, a son and thing. So Obikacho say, me see UGMC, me see Rage, me see Tamale, me see hospitals, me see one big children's hospital. To Santas near Kase and the Oko Conformation Kase Ubana Kumayari Aba. You know, said this hospital, you do grow Obana Bajinqua. Unkotna, a radio say Ubinji Kakramau, a buying baby see a hospital, a Korebia Yaria bone, a chronic, Oba, or Tamana, or the Neba, a buying say, aha, Yabajinqua. Hey, John Mahama so be seen Quara heaven. And when your friend enquire heaven, or Ghana, Yaria Bo Bande, Obewu, America, you're St. Jude. America form Fendiagro, I donate to St. Jude Hospital. Who just had a form? You don't know. Children's Hospital, and then the key. It is a John Mahama say me see UGMC. Me see way. Mama me 4 years, I mean see Children's Hospital. Or bad time be potential or bad time. Why say obe ubiano? Masa, this is what you vote for. Because I never know Yaria Boba. Critical Bronga Half region, Eastern region, Volta region, any part of the country, na Yaria no hospital need to man so obewu. Basa Bible say meba, President Bisa meba, me be see the biggest children's hospital in Ghana. Yarebia, Korebia Benyabia Baba. Hey, don't play with it. Memphis Diagro. Also, Kotu Abama save Uba. And yes, I'll go to Siabasa free SHS. Yarebo Bana Obewu. My wife Grimunda. Now, young Queen, Mr. P. And the producers no door soon. Yeah, I'll get there. Mahmoud Bawumia. Yeah, we'll take care of it. I have it. And to thank you very much. I have it here. Now, Momayanko inside the wagon. This is Bawumia. Osidian. Enyumbreya. So I say, oh, Shami. I say, Abranti, we Bawumia unyame. Uko for me Jimmy Dodo. I say 34,000 Napo members have exited into permanent jobs. Napco for way Bawumia enumasem. I say NAPCO for na farm nipa 38,000 mu nyina ya farm adwuma wa aban mu. Oh yeah. Okay.
I think that the issue that Bella raises is the arrears and how we are going to deal with it. I've raised this issue because this is not really there's some information that has come to me already about the arrears in the NAPCO program, and I've raised this issue with the Minister for Finance and trying to persuade them to make these arrears payments. So we will follow that up on behalf of the NAPCO employees. The second,
Bawumia say, ono me catch them say Bawumia on can crew. Or see NAPCO for na yenti omoka. O calculate over 2 years omuntu NAPCO for ka o. Na yebusa say na NAPCO for sika na we o say NAPCO de wa wonim na menim posi yenti omoka na meko akubusa finance minister me din kan ka kire ni mbre bi say NAPCO for yenti omoka nti se sia de on sheda nim na obebusa finance minister say yenti omoka. Wei 100,000 youth or deceive omu nyina. Wasabe jina say 34,000 ya form aban adwuma mo boa. He could not specifically state where they were. O si bi omotie. Omu nim say Ghana for answer adwuma mo no omu say Ghana for ejimi. Ubusa the question also my answer also mebusa minister. Ubusa question also collective their responsibility. Edru baby also me na me de bae. This is a man who is not focused. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He is just lying. Even Crown we know all the questions and answers na manu. He's holding answers. Journalists for no able to questions no na extra answers no e table so mano. Still, he could not tell Ghanaians the truth. Inti mo NAPCO for am Ghana no Bawumia say nipa 100,000 no almost 74,000 76,000 they deceived them. Sa 64,000 66,000 o se omu nyina no omu enya adwuma anye na 34 de mu nyina mu adwuma wa ba mu oboa. NAPCO for china mo me ente monka. Bawumia mi Asia press and then asemo ka kire mu no o say ya fa nipa 34,000 adwuma na e ka na mo de mo ne de ono kura onya awe afi na mbre bi orezi obusa finance minister na obesa akobusa finance minister na oto ale to ahyehye no ono de nsika no NAPCO musika bi amba. Bawumia twa mo ntro from day one consistently ye ka kire mo say Bawumia ye trofo. Bawumia is a liar. 34,000 workers no mo wen 100,000 NAPCO beneficiaries omu nyina tifie. Omu fa MPP foot soldiers by 80,000 embre one nkokora obu ha with 64 so NAPCO. Wo hwe obi se o se on anya nchirem on MPP coordinator na oje NAPCO sika na otifie. Utumi wo obi otifie onya adwuma na yakotro ne din on NAPCO mu o se de an me de se me MPP ni na busumi bia ye di mumu NAPCO sika no e momo ende o ka kire Ghana for say nipa 34,000 omu nyina NAPCO omu wie ne afọ omu aba adwuma hwe aban adwuma mu wo hefa journalists omu to dodo nyina no moda. This is the most embarrassing was say the campaign nyina ye ka kire MPP for mondwene ansa na maye bibi so mo say NDC aye bibi a NDC so mo professors o NDC omu manifesto professors na tro you ma do osakura o mu ne ye friend Esquire the osakura o MPP for omu ko bi team no on the Esquire de shede di echi de osano de osakura na won gene de enje de friend Esquire NDC for no omu professors ni ade o enti so omu ye bibi a mo ntena na mo ndwene ansa na mo react. You just don't go out to the market because NDC has put out the best manifesto in the history of Ghana. You don't do that. You sit back, analyze your manifesto, find a strategy to sell your message. It is what we say NDC for professors, enimdi for, enyansa for, atna ede eye manifesto ba. Ade chin eye koye press conference Bawumia, you've thrown Bawumia to the dogs. Now on the tone e bleeding. Mahamudu Bawumia tone e bleeding no. This is the message to NAPCO for. Bawumia si afani pa 34,000 ejuma. O se musika na akemu no onima da mu betua. One yi minister ne kan mbre bi di nkomo on kai enti moso mu message no no. Yanko yenim ye bedwudwam. Bawumia kan asem bi fa dum song. Today no blocking. Hey Mr. S, Mr. P, don't block anybody. Please. Mr. P, Mr. S, don't block anybody on my platform. Obia antinem. Ebesi obia antinem. Yam block obia. Mr. S, Mr. P, please, I beg you in the name of God. I know this one there. I'm begging you guys. Me patchom ko to jogu form. Mamu block obi our platform no so me sramo. Momo bi anhwe. There was 6,000 over 6,000 people on YouTube. Thousands on Facebook. On TV is happening. Radio is live. Don't block anybody. They see aboa no nko ene de. Mamu block obi a manin ko obi a ho. Mo bi hu no kura na yesramo me pamucho. No blocking. I beg you, no blocking. Omo ba no didi matama mo ka hwe. Nipa no be hu no kura no. Mamu block obi a munja omo. Why? All right. Mr. Mo, Bawumia can be for doom so ende. Also a meaty press. Another lie. Or say, we have kept the light on broadly in the last 8 years. Or see, since somebody power, doom son si da. Yen doom kania da. Bawumia o. Mahamudu Bawumia ende onya opportunity se on kasa. Or say, yebusan se na doom son one sense. Also, since say about power there. Doom so a friend doom so. Ebi si da. Now, Monshadia, this is the same MPP Bawumia. Mahamudu Bawumia on the 29th of April 2024. Okacha Ghana for said, Doomso will end soon. We are working on it. My men fan to side by side. Ni ehu de eko. Or true for we. Ohun se Ghana for Jimmy. Inti odin se oka. Mahamudu Bawumia ende or say, the opposite Okacha Ghana for said, since it's all mobile so. Doomso ankasa de bin sida omaso kania no so a April year 2024 na Bawumia patcho said Doomso no omunim said Doomso aba omo patcho no mo be solve. This is one man. He's a liar. Ombu Ghana for ombu ahemfo ombu ahema ombu mpenifo ombu nkremofo ombu nkwara ombu mpenifo ohu obi ase omo agimi because again say ni pe bi kwakotena TV so akotwa tro defend no. That is Bawumia. That is my problem with Bawumia. Sanko kanu kweka krebia kebetie no. But Bawumia is a pathological. Bronika is a pathological. It is nkrodo ayewo. Oye obi a otantro te say de nkrodo. Nkrodo. Unimu nkrodo. Nkrodo te say wenya henia. Henia ene nitwi no enkro. It is obi a just a kakaye no. Atro edidi ni mu blanketedly. Where I'm borrowing the foolish guy at OK FM's English. Blanketedly, Bawumia is talking nonsense. Yeah, and a dahono. O chatro. Epuya na opacha o Doomso aba opacha na Doomso no mo be yenhu adwuma. And ye busa Doomso wan so ye the 8 years ye dum kania da. E den ye tam o man e hye nipa say nsem. Ochina we need to move forward o. Ye di Bawumia chi a ye nyoma bi besa ye o ochina ye ba beka NDC manifesto John Mahama 100 days in office de obeye wa kyerɛw de obeye Bawumia ebusan se de no obeye 100 days ontumanka and ebusan Bawumia so ba officer o first 100 days de obeye ontumanka onenam ena eyi. This guy does not know what he's talking about. He's watching me right now. He's watching me in his car okofie obeto afa girl kokko no ho de oye dwuma we no a TV station no or hwa me sisia. He's watching me. He knows he's a liar. He's a chronic liar. Atro edidi ni ko to dwom te say de sebio sasabro edidi nipa ko to dwom we ye nipa baako Mahamudu Bawumia de ono aka ne nne no na ye biebie ma kyerɛw ye wi a obi abehu into ochina ote se Bawumia and there's a ote se Bawumia eka asama. Be very careful. Ochina radio for ne ba mo ka say hey yenjimi biemu yenyemwa de okan ne atini nyina Kevin Tele dwudwum eye Kumasi journalist forum by Kwame Tanko mu ochina no pambeti de obeka na Bawumia omo nyina etiom ka yama musika e won kran omo nyina obi edi sika omo dan ka kromu ntua na e de omo nya sika efo ka ba Bawumia na sese omo gu bas mu ba ye anadwi yes oto omo they are making omo jisika kotu omo rent. Now, yanko edim we Mahamudu Bawumia ono ane nsama waka ene yedwudwom. Mahamudu Bawumia eka cathedral ho asem. Wan opa wo. Hwe sika Ghana ya send wo National Cathedral ho. About almost 60 million Ghana cedis. Old Ghana no over 6 trillion. Ene yebusa Bawumia say National Cathedral na mena na yetu no. Sa wo ye nipa bi opese obo Ghana ho ban na Ghana sebio sika ya hwere through nipa bi ne ye bi omaye ene nipa bi eka omtribo mu etu amena donko tu obesi ne yento blocker so obedi president asa amena na da ho no sebio wontwi nipa so ho o si sika ne de omadi I am in relation to National Cathedral. I believe we should have an engagement with churches and stakeholders to see how best to get the funding to complete it. Osio, upon Sika Ekufuado we free ho. Etu amena ebubu aban properties etioguno. Also, on to me man say the obetuma kan say so obedi president a one nsori ni bi be kasa ene nipa bi na yahwe so mbesa akonye sika. It only the na adwemu no. Aban sika na da ho na na opeso otam de be yes ankwase ade we o. So Bawumia does not care the amount of money that have been stolen. He does not care. He just insists to say anything Mahama Kacha will say. So Otuma Bawumia, you are extending Ekufuado and a Japa click term. No. Because how you be a opesenke humpo say Nanado Danko Ekufuado nyomo beye no e nyoma bia ebedi Ghana dream. Ka obeka Ghana for say cathedral were a waste of time. Because in the first place, Ghana for crampo and kanche nyankopon bia say oye hia cathedral. And from the beginning, the Kufuado are buying catch there say, Yomo Sika, Yabeshimuno, Yaban Sika. It may as Ghana near me and Kribunia Mecano Creno. I will not entertain this. I will open investigations. Bawumia and Kasau or see on it dear. Some woman a child's man bar. A Kufuado Kwasi Adia Wayano or Betwaso. Collective responsibility. So Mahama Kacha will say a vote for Bawumia is an extension of Ekufuado's term. Mahama ntwa wodro no kura no mo ka kire wo no ejapadia book no ya ka kire Bawumia se eno no de bebu Ghana eni tire busa no emphatic question a ontumi ma answer because me Bawumia nkere be kan say Ghana for muntie me obi a me do Ghana me obi a be pe ni ye me obi a me pese me hu no kure ye ntumi mfa Nyankopon din enda ada Ghana for cathedral na wo ho no from the beginning no ye me ati asese ye nyina no ye si ye de ankrankra sika na be si ende ya be hu say over 300 million Ghana cedis Ghana sika ni atama kwhyem enso amena na da ho samoto abama me a na se me be deep Ghana so a omo di Ghana sika kwhye cathedral mu no metwe omaso sa na wo kasa na afo obi a wu say aha you are separating yourself from Ekufuado's criminality, but Bawumia is reaffirming Ekufuado's criminality. He is confirming say sansam na yekase ejapade na Ekufuado obetoa so no ende osi o cathedral ne de da ho no sika no modi no omodi a enko na ono so ba oba pe nipa from omodi sika. This is English. $58 million gone. $58 million. Unim hospitals do ebetumesi wo Ghana. Ebetumesi UGMC. Ebetumesi Tamale Regional. Unim hospital nipa ebetuma job nkwa. Unim schools ebetumesi $58 million ase. Na ka sem papa kire ya. Bawumia say one de unim bibi oba de Ekufuado amena na waye no one asofo ne ansori bi bekasa na o matoa so. We are talking about accountability. We are talking about a government that came into office. We did not ask for a cathedral. Ekufuado on countless occasions catch say was said the Nyankopon bibo. Later when we sat down yebusa almost say sika be no mo de ye almost say eye ankra sika. Later in the budget of Ghana ni sika be 300 million na atama frim. Into we Ghana ni kura na we Bawumia unim nyansa sebio unim se opese Ghana for jiwudia. I was all catch Ghana for say this is a no. In fact, even though you see we need to open investigations into it because the taxpayers' money cannot be sunk into a private project. And then again, if I say, wait there, or in papa, wait there, or can okre. But when your opportunity, no, Bawumia say, when he's giving the nod, you turn swaba, cathedral there, or betwaso, or ninko besa kasa. The same conform no mokasa muya isikano. Into me catch say Ade Ekufuado eye bia no omo pese Bawumia ba no motoa so. This is the continuation of the criminality. Me John Dramani Mahama, the National Cathedral no I will say site and also we see Children's Hospital no ho. Yeah. John Mahama ne NDC or some investigations muchini patum wi cathedral no site no or some we see the biggest children's hospital the whole of West Africa obiaba beje ne bankwa ho. It is important because in Kwasiafo when you're ready, Bawumia and Nkofo they just want to use the National Cathedral to steal from us. Bawumia is telling us today say Obeto Ekufuado crown no so. It media my plead. The American NDC for say assassin the whole ready. And where the land is one of the perfect places. Ubet may see children's hospital, a yet modern day children's hospital. just say the most modern one we are say obiasi Ghana obehu. Inti I would prefer say San kwasiade we ye be stop na sha cathedral we. Omo mo di esika ye be che omagum. Na ye de sa site no AC Children's Hospital. Ene de Ghana ni bi eni be so. Ene de Ghana ni bia eni be so Children's Hospital no because it is better say be save ye mankwa. Onyankopon ka say yensi asore dan ma no. Onyankopon owo mfremem. Upegya weni ehwe wia na obon paye a onyame tie wu. Enya asore dem a ugina ene kyerɛ onyame tie wu paye. Jesu Kristo kura no edu de edin a ye be fa na kokunu no wankogina asore dem ambon paye okogina pepo so ehwe mframam hwe wiem. Enti when you stand anywhere baby abako no mienu be hia bia no the Holy Spirit is there onyankopon ne honhom kronkron ewo ho. You don't necessarily need a church to sit in to go and bring some stupid fruit from Israel. Me yire Yesu o makonta o me yire o Jew ni me Yesu akonta na mtia minim de me ka kyerɛw. Enti Yesu akonta ka kyerɛw sɛ yentumi nkɔ Israel nkɔfa boba baako 2 million bɛda ha ka sɛ abra ye ni aduane di. Enti John Mahama ne NDC sa na sha cathedral site no more NC Children's Hospital ho. Anytime you get the opportunity to be president, that should be the place to build Children's Hospital. Yanko Bawumia ensem nim. Ochina omoba monka jom say atie wi o. Monkwase ade no. Quite interesting. Now, this is another thing about Bawumia kan Jandam. Bawumia say, remember, Jandam no, me catch them say, they do emotional politics. Every politics we will say NPP be a Jandam. The NPP, they don't have anything on John Mahama. They be a catch them waha. Ejuma John Mahama here as vice president. Say me Boba Akumienu actually you'll be shocked as vice president. I know sorry, Bawumia has introduced 33 policies. 33 policies you won't impact be nya. Me chraw Ejuma John Mahama here as vice president, you'll be shocked. But we will get there. Maybe and this time I met you. Bawumia say, remember when chalk was a problem under our former president? Today, students have tablets. This weak kind of politics. Or see, John Mahama time no, not chalk new and the Enkurani use tablet. See this weak kind of politics. 2024. This is the kind of politics NPP ni Bawumia eye. Inti Ghana for ensha asem we hunu yankoto abamaw. Watch a tablet. Enkora mo school nyeduane ni. Omunya baby na. We jimi for. Na wo mana wa lokọ mo dem no. O mana wa lokọ mo dem no. Tablet any aduane o medidie na hia. You people don't know your priorities. Munim de hia mpo. As we live in Ghana, kids are every day. Yes, Ghana government feed akorabia under 97 cents. What a tablet ama akwara no. Go to our senior high schools, baby and correct to a binu. Oba, I want to see one school expanding infrastructure when it comes to education. Also, what a tablet. Uncle charging of FBM. Tablet now what man no. A boy who was a cotton for Amano. Where Jimmy? Oko a China. And Grand school general tablet. Oba America and Grand hanging on our tablet. You people don't know. You are a third world country. Moya third division team. Mama Musa Moya Real Madrid. And that is how Bawumia is thinking. That is the problem. Now look at this. This is the same Bawumia. Okay. What happened? This date Beneshono 2022. Shortage of chalks, other learning materials hit schools. Under Bawumia 2022, there was no chalk in school. Into John Mahama family campaign. Let me move it to the right. We are Mwanga Samadum FM. Now compare the two. No. Or say, Yankai sa Mahama time, not chalk in the classroom. And 2022, not chalk. Chalk any classroom. Question me busan say anything Mahama Major platform can say 2022 not chalk any classroom. You people are not thinking. You don't understand what you are doing. Bawumia is not cut for this job. You are talking about tablets. Tablet. Akorana ne mame ene ne papa. Di omo de beto light keke kura ehunu omo nibi. Wa be gu omo dwuma omo ho kire omo wo se wo de tablet asha akwara ni nsem enti nkwara 100 eko fie na tablet omo amfa mba bi ma mo beto foforo ma omo ana. This is foolishness to the highest level. This is the most foolish ideas amewu bi wo politics ni. this is the most foolish ideas I mean Ghana politics me who been put that. My question is, in 2022, when Adom FM publishing a news, there was no chalk. Introduce Bahama with Jimmy Sawa Begina platform say, I Bawumia 2022. Bahama does not do this cheap politics. In the first place, I didn't know the politics say Mahama Tana Chok ni ono. Atamil's wife and the court tour. She was just visiting schools, and the teachers say, "Oh, right now, as you hear here, we have not gone to the district to go and take chalks because that time, they had to all go to the districts. They have to write to the district for the district to distribute. The district had stock, and the teacher in say, "There's a distance. We have to find ways to go to the district to go and bring the materials. The materials are there. Chalks no ho. Also a district offer." And when I'm so, hey, chalkini, Mahama time chalkini, my Jimmy 2022, there were no chalks in the Siano. Why na yakwasia? This is the cheap politics you do. They be a catch them say, my Jaya, you bet because my Jimmy. Move some that Ghana for Jandam. You people are foolish. You don't want to be honest, truthful to Ghanaians. You are giving Ghanaian kids tablets. Abra comedy akora ni yem. Comedy akora only die. Tablet in a way. Why na wo fie sisi a wo hwe me a Bawumia akwara bi di tablet abafie? I'm asking a simple question. Sorry, it wasn't Atamil's wife, Amy Arthur's wife. She paid a visit, a working visit to a school. Odu school no oya bibia wie no, and obi so say, "Oh, my materials no way." And also your materials na ba our district office. For some reason, ntumi nko fire. And also because money chalks, money books no, mon kon famra na mon fam kyerɛ nkwara na de. Eno na MPP radio for fam. Hey, and de and the Mahama chalk ni wo magimi nti. Obi asi block chalk na ntumi fam akwara. Nti kwasia for na start. You remember Mahama's time? There was no chalk. 2022 there was no chalk. Into one kwasia sisia. You could not learn from Mahama's mistakes if even it happened. This is what we talk about. Bawumia is incompetent. The MPP as a political party, they have nothing for you people. And you are true. If you say, "Omu nimsa do na omu tuma MPP no," without you respond, this is me so. Omu nko school. Into omu think kind omu kabrofo a ebedu radio hona na sa radio for no omu na omu yam problem Ghana for mo penkofo bia tata omu a eyemo etitiru asantimemu radio for omu na omu yam problem. Mumudu do omu ti radio so Kesbin FM Kwame Dinkra Nana Janto omu na omu say asantimai mo bedru nkran. Watu to ma bedun kran when to membusa one problems mo be boba omi abaso na ebede na MPP for tinkram ka se asantefo nyem kurasefo mo a moye asantefo ano mouthpiece mo to ma ba bedun kran na ya mamu the opportunity to question the man who has led Ghana for 8 years. Say adenti na umbi esewia, adenti na umbi kumewu, adenti na unyewe, unye nsuo, o say ain interchange na hiawo. Bawumia be bomb. Was send a campaign in we are Ghana in about maybe Jonima, who is a joker, or not the Biawaka, or can't some way you are that's also I was joking. Do not take Bawumia serious. Young Queen, you now, young Queen, Bawumia press conference now also a share media no, more man Kobino, more man Shebino. And I meet you much now. There's something interesting happened today. I mean, we are not a member way. Menkwa jua na se menkwa ta. Ya be chirichirim. Me mudi di atemu. Mo betuma ka se de si yere dross yen fire ho. Mo ka se enye adwuma en fire ho. Mo ka se ye de yen kwasiafo, ye de ma me ya jantrafo, ye be hu ye kwan ho ne fa yen fire ho. Ye be chirichirim. Washing machine bo adwuma ta ta ta. Me washing machine no. Edu sometime ko gina okura me hu ano. Why fit me ba no asset or say bluetooth we o say ping ping na nyoma na bro. Say abru jire do ai. Opa bit me si me yire draw. Na kam ko si me mpra draws. Kevin Taylor o si yire draws. Hey, na oba na se me si me yire draws a bre. Na wo na ware oba no. O bodam epa. Na ma prove. O ware a na wato yire draws ato atwene o twen. Yanko enim. Menkwa bina ananse menkwa ta. Bawumia hwe me. Mamudu kope pito biton na bebia dun de mo eden. Paul say emfa. Paul so bewu October. Ya boni dua. Paul de eden a obewu. Paul bewu. Paul emro ai ni kom nyina emre. Paul was started propro. Ai wa sen kran dokuno or propro ba obewu enche. En kran dokuno enye bia wo tipe ubu abo say propro. San kran dokuno enye. enkradokuna eye no wo de nkran de unsa we miem pa buta ko hyem ai wo sa mod sa attaching ati no ha ene enkradokuna papa se me namfo enkranfo ai enti enkradokuna enye no utupe ubupe wo se bubu infante dokuna enye no ubu frififin na ken enye ai sa attaching nim ai enye sa enti adene de so hu ba Paul or propro ai se enkradokuna Paul bewu oh Lord
oh Lord, and what is my house that you have brought me this far? Hallelujah be to the resurrected Lord. May we speak like David spoke. What are we? A simple West African poor country that God will bring us thus far. And this cathedral is built and we dedicate it to the memory of Elohim and to the worship of Elohim. That's what we will say. Who are we? A silly, dirty country in West Africa, ignorant, that the Lord will take us and change us and make us a global story. These things happen spiritually. It doesn't happen by economics.
Oh Lord, Paul Bewu. Monja Debu ha. This is the most dangerous part of the Bawumia yen ende. Ende, yebusa Bawumia, listen to the inconsistencies in Bawumia's message. Bawumia are truthful. MPP they are liars. Unim they are yawum. Dear Yanana say, they see everybody to be foolish. And then I have a MPP for him. On say, for a very long time now, they have not gotten, Paul is a silly, dirty country. For a very long time now, they have not gotten people to fact check them, people to question them, people to, in fact, tell them, say, Masa, Ghana for Nyankwasiya for. So, they are still stuck in that old jandam kind of politics. That is the biggest problem at MPP facing. So MPP is honest with itself, and as Omankasa, they will change the way they do politics. They will tell Ghanaians the truth. But you see, since the MPP, no, it has always been about lie. Chatrotu obiso, jinobi echi, can some for obi hon neji to me. That has been the modus of the NPP. And so we steady on line of campaigner. Every single thing they say, what they do is they always look for the ignorant masses. They are enshrined, and I say, or time be money pay without any reason. No man can be to no more spread the message. But typically, on the NDC, every time they have been honest and consistent. But the NPP, because party from the beginning, it has always been about propaganda and atrono. The current MPP are still struggling to move away from that kind of campaign, that kind of party politics. Every time so you could see say a knee-jerk reaction on in any serious campaign, and that campaign team they will stay away. And this is for my launch of a manifesto. Say me about Bawumia campaign team member. I will tell Bawumia to go quiet for about 4 days. Now, when you go quiet for 4 days, allow the people themselves to speak on the manifesto. That is when you can find what you want to find. But you see, because Bawumia's campaign is filled with young men, foolish young men who don't want to be directed, and some of the old ones who are greedy and tribal, who we thought were smart, they think say MPP BBA outside your chin BB. That's not how politics works. Because especially when you are going into a game or into a competition and not into the election with a political party that has a lot of intellectuals who are more concerned about credibility. You have to be very careful, because you see, majority of the people from what MPP musisiano positions NDC. You know why? Because so the NDC, the kind of people they allow, the kind of people they give positions to, the kind of people they allow to even put policies together for them. They look for people who, one, first of all, think about their credibility. Intuition or later mo, professors no, you could see say every single person or a campaign a team no more anasomcho manifesto no, they are looking at their credibility. They don't want somebody to come to them and say you are lying. Oh, you lied about this. This is lie. So every day, no, they are looking for consistency and facts. But over MPP now, they just grab anybody on the street and say, "Utumika sao, udotumi atemo, hey, what the enkofo pewasemo." Now must be campaign team so into usha. You say MPP National Women's Organizer. Untumi throw myself. He's on Bawumia's campaign team. Where Jimmy? He's on his manifesto committee. Sir, NPP for KTJ for untumi throw the ding. Nyansa papa ben or wa. Or no all to galam say assassin. At the end of it, the about table no so. So when you weigh the two parties, you could say for a long time we have allowed these foolish people in the MPP. They created a notion into on said they are quick to tell you NDC for kind. But when you pick the NDC, now pick NPP, you could see said the MPP is hollow. Yeah, Obi decide you asafo. Sanko NDC ma, there's no way she'll be a minister. Even Kojo Ponkroma. So NDC ma, there's no way Obenya a minister. Bogus. Yeah. Go into the NPP. Go to Omo ministers. No. If they were in the NDC, there is no way. A space bay. Now why not look compete here? Into almost say they see people like Kojo Ponkroma because majority of the people, no, it is not about intellectualism, analyzing, fact checking, knowing the truth. It is all about praises and slogans. Into obedience Kojo Ponkroma party, hey, because majority are daft in the party. There is no way. Obiti say those people in the MPP almost be a minister. Shreketi Hammond can never be a minister in the NDC. Never. Why never massa? Professor Nano Pokwadman. Now can say make this guy a minister. Nano Pokwadman can say Yeketi Hammond minister. Abron or vice president. It will never happen. Now you are getting the drift. That is what I keep telling you every day. That is what I keep breaking down for you. Part we no omni bibia mamo. Now my mention my idea about Bawumia yen in there. Yabusan say question was simple. John Mahama ni NDC and a cocoa board for na beka. Say cocoa board negu. Te see ano NDC for launch of manifesto. Mr. Eriko Poku be chire mu chire cocoa for adikudienti a cocoa board na egu yesika nyina ahye. Oba office edwuma omo ye krata sika omo spend e no e dolls chen cocoa board sika omunyaye. Now we are vice president. One now can say, oh, we are the head of the economic management team. Cabinet meeting, be our team. One now can say, majority of the policies and interventions through you. Oh, answer. Yebusa will say, Cocoa Board. Opposition say egu. It has collapsed. They in a walk found because the information you are privy to, majority of Ghanaians and journalists, they don't know. This is Bawumia's response. Cocoa Board. Yebusa say Cocoa Board egu. What you was saying?
Cocoa Board is on the verge of collapse. I'm not aware of that, but we'll look at that. I cannot comment on that. It's not. I don't know where the data is coming. Cocoa Board is on the verge of collapse. I'm not aware of that, but we'll look at that. I cannot comment on that. It's not. I don't know where the data is coming from.
Mahamudu Bawumia Ibusan says Cocoa Board egu. NDC for John Mahama must say Cocoa Board egu, Mr. Vice President. So I cannot comment on that. Really? Are you kidding me? You cannot comment whether Cocoa Board egu or say nguye. But you are the same person telling us say mobile and mobile ejuma. You cannot tell us. If you cannot tell us, then it means Cocoa Board egu. It means you cocoa for kuafo no. What Jomusi Kedin gu Cocoa Board. Bawumia could not give an answer. Or say, oh, I cannot comment. I don't know where the data is coming from. I thought you know everything. I thought you said you are the man on the road. You are abreast of the issues. You know the nitty-gritties of this government. You have been in charge. And you know also digitization. Obama BBA Jina and Asono. Then they abusa say Cocoa Board. You see a gu. Then I walk out. Say, oh, Cocoa Board. He has no idea. But he wants to rule. He wants to be president. He wants us to go and vote for him. Into Cocoa Kuenibi to and I say, where the madam say journalist for some trouble for Matisia Cocoa Bodegu. He said about Bawumia on an ebedi so on us an ekufuado, almost cabinet. He said Obeyano, not your nana, your papa be at war, your mammy be our ye queer. and the other better fertilizer kura onibi and a fertilizer na for free mahama time and the money for sale about one moje kuya fosika the insecticide ni ade nti ye ma many tie so Bawumia beka koko for ho asem ya tise koko bo de gu ye mu hihye omo kwa abroche so kopa besia omo nsanka efu se abrofo no se koko board e ka e da omo so no enya de mbom besia Bawumia beka sa Bawumia se oni de onim egu ana se ngu ye. Now this guy wants to be president, he's not aware. Bawumia ese onim se koko bode gu ana se ngu ye asem wo etumi ma obi nya akomayare ewu e won koko fuom enti koko ni nsori anopa koko farmer ni nsori emfa na bra bonsan be hye wunsem 8 years wa betena so se koko bode hye wonsa mo na mahwe Ghana koko so na ye busa se koko bode gu ana se ngu ye wo se wunim enti ekuani no ade chia onsan kodi line mu na onye den onsan koto abamawo na wo timu kura wo so wunim. You being a president, and the leader of the MPP, you say you don't know whether Cocoa board a collapse or a collapse here. Hey, now your town show some be my young to me who and you be results. Bawumia, me say, and they were blown the campaign off. Bawumia, and they were exposing a woman Ghana for who say, Onim Bibiao, a yodium, a kufa and a petem. Gabi Ocheda couldn't be so we could jail, be dear to and no Pia Bawumia mamu. Ejapadia hine na ote wona omo constitution no ejapadia ni tina Bawumia omo piapia no enya Ghana nti ejapadia Ghana ejapadia asase omo beton wadi Ekufuado ado besa atena so behind the scenes no entina Bawumia gina makachem freedom Bawumia is empty inti koko ni na ohwa wonde e wa sankregwa e wo bekwai e wo fosu e wo eye koko ni na anka opa sampa bi etie firi wo ho man assurance bi manakoma Antoni yem se koko bod ni nguye na adwuma we nyina nye kwa no ugina TV so as the vice president catch them say unim se koko bod egu enti dabe 8 years unim se koko bod egu now enya hampo na ema asem ne dangerous no mayenko enim na menche wade Mr. P. The last video, what was it about? The question. The finance minister. The finance minister. He is on the economic management team board. It took some chairman say, Moko meetings, Coco board yes, Mon raises that issue that and I wouldn't idea bia. Bawumia is a liar. Thank you very much, Mr. P. Bawumia is a liar. Now I'm mentioning another one. Mahmoud Bawumia yebusa say. Yebusa Bawumia say. Eye abaina owo mu sisia no. E-levy any taxes be abeto yeso no. E was say oje responsibility no. Nyoma akoso. Ohun is saying Robin will play ehina sebio de ekos ni nyina no opese o kire se onka ho ana oka ho mum yentie de Bawumia kan ya muntie owi amedwudwam.
Anything you have disagreed with in this government, the issue when you sit in cabinet, you have collective responsibility. That is fundamental to governance. When we sit in cabinet, we argue on many, many issues. And everybody brings their mind. And sometimes your view prevails, sometimes it doesn't prevail. But once we take a decision, it is a collective decision. And so I cannot come out and say that the decision that we collectively took, I disagree with. No, I'm bound by it. That is the nature of cabinet responsibility.
Aha, I mean, just Debunking. But me answer what can you say? You busan say why ban we almost take a decision be what disagree one penny da. So at the end of the day, you cabinet decision a you taking no you taking responsibility. Tie. Question nyina say say cabinet kotenase see enye toll booth in fuel yemfa 11 bra yemfa COVID-19 yemfa bola tax or say you cabinet ne yɛtena sɛ cabinet a yɛn nyinaa na yɛdwene yɛn nyinaa nti deɛ sɛ wote sɛ cabinet de e-levy aba a yɛn nyinaa adwene ɛnyɛ nipa baako pa adwene sɛ yɛde COVID-19 tax aba a yɛn nyinaa adwene. A simple question. What disagree? You say what disagree with decision? Why buying we take it out? See, oh, so about cabinet. The Rebecca be a yenina ya joining to 20 yenina who say yenina near far journey. Now, T. Bawumia. Remember, Bawumia is the head of economic management team, right? Now, set the same Bawumia. Tia semia okawa tino.
Another issue was that we wanted to do these tax reforms, import duty, flat tax, tax amnesty, and so on. Why don't I do it now? And why do I want to? I must have a manifesto. Otherwise, if I could, what would I do when I come into office? I mean, how can you do everything now? Even President Mahama, former president, who was president, I'm only vice, but he was president. Why didn't he do everything then? I mean, why is he? He had full authority. I don't have full authority. The budget that has gone to Parliament, which has been passed, not my budget. Is it my budget? It's not my budget. Budget goes in the name of the president, doesn't go in the name of the vice president.
I say, what about Bawumia? In the first video, also, I did be taking a cabinet to be a union responsibility, you take collective responsibility. And you busan say, Bawumia, na nyoma ama pass no, take responsibility. And I also, dear man, na ma ye nyina yi, anything about manifesto. I said, your bar, Bemus or Bear, any so our mama manifesto oba motuma na ade na obeye tie o say he has done all that he has to do enti esi ano enti na okotro manifesto di abremu na esi amanto amana wa fa manifesto na mba motuma na ade na obeye ena ono asa ka say sa budget na ekiro na nya me budget nya me dia president na budget na woni dim what the head of the economic management team, he leads economic matters in cabinet. Writing of budget, yet Tikroma Namakacha said Bawumia and his team are putting together a very resolute budget with the finance ministry. Entire then ended the Enrano a collective responsibility. Ended the budget Nibana and Yana Sikane say a kufu the kwasia. What Bawumia? Hesiano Bawumiano or American Muslim on we preku and so num preku kwine. Bawumia is an American Muslim. Eba a year Adentina mo passing e-levy COVID-19 our cabinet na yen nyina collective. Eba say responsibility on taking responsibility for ahokyere ene nyoma na oso ekufu na ekwasia budget na ekiro na nyane dia ekufu ado dia. Adekudie ntia ono osesesi ano obeso okache mu clear. Bawumia kache mu plain o say. The obeso be politics mia wa ye wie. Sesi ano samoto abama no wie a ono hu de obeye. And into the manifesto chiremo. That means say manifesto no the chiremo no. It is not say or the chiremo say ebia or adwinpobio. The also bet my policies no aye wie no. That means in some occasion when nyina na wait to deliver no. The best no aye no. Into see now baby what do know I was say or the manifesto chiremo keke because without manifesto no to no. Into the audio go manifesto no. Or the chiremo say amamati asie say the someone monhwe so keke na montoma no oni bibia foforo bi obeye yatena kroma 2017 we had MPP Bawumia omoko parliament dey no mka kire Mahamudu Bawumia on the finance minister and the chiro budget no head of economic management team and the Ose Kufuado na ekwasia the budget dey ya bredi nyina yemfama Kufuado because on the budget na nya ne dia Kufuado dia. This is Bawumia and the finance minister. They said they were writing the budget for you. Intended about me just again of Jimmy. Eba left there also a collective decision. Eba for there also unim bibi a yeku for the Jimmy on a budget na ewoni dimu on we need dimu. Into what role does he play when the budget is being put together as the chairman of the economic management team? It's a simple question. Akwawe or your true for. This is Mahamudu Bawumia, odwin some way Jimmy and it's almost so a Kumasi radio station for Begu Hono because of China Pano omu betwamotro. These are the things he was taking credit for. Can Oforiata eba try and try na Bawumia dinchen. Now mo catch your TV so Mahmoud Bawumia, he is the economic management team member. Omuna Bawumia the lead budget writing. Ni team no. But the same man today is telling you say ono de eba budget ni ade na mo fam ekufuado ona the dishes so ekwasia ona na ejimi. Mama nka so na ejimi. Ene esabusa na Bawumia yi. Mr. S, get me that video. O responsibility no say ono de obeya na waye na ebia video no antini ma me mbon san kire o na tie nie o ka kire mu say oni bibia amamu o ka kire mu say ono no de obeya na waye awie no enti no wa manifesto no enti mu de mo kotoma no de obeya o policy waye awie mu ntie.
Other issue was that we wanted to do these tax reforms, import duty, flat tax, tax amnesty, and so on. Why don't I do it now? And why do I want to? I must have a manifesto. Otherwise, if I could, what would I do when I come into office?
Osingo for busansa adena dia okaka nyina wonya nende. Osio. Say no ade nyina nende say ono also nya manifesto because dia no betima ontumi nya hwe e kire waye manifesto dia mamo or the manifesto di mamo a because the see and the obeya no waye no ontumi nya bibia biom into mamo manifesto wa mamo manifesto that means say in some o ka say obeya reforms ni nyina no enya de obeya o ka to trimu keke because odi kaka the obeya no waye no. It is about make sure say ochina oba be tax we free oba be tax we free or that down because a manifesto keke no dey kire we din kaka kire say the obeya no wetima ye no yetia ye be kan budget dia no mka kire Mahmoud Bawumia pictures and am de be kire Bawumia on boy na odi kenofura techi no boy na ntimu ba be story bi a kire mo sa boy na the tin ho basa no ona na kenofura ta 8 one district one factory boy we nya over $20 million ono kwa sa boy na odi Bawumia chi no ogina na chi wonom no na ono na the aid to Oforiata mo hu ni biem plant one district one factory. This boy made over $25 million. Cool. Ono kwa. Omukọ company sir. No mako church romudianto so. No maka say we one district one factory. Government is going to do what? Finance these companies, existing ones. Also later Mukache say government will be supporting existing companies. Boy we obi a company be 30. He took Ghana money. Mumbuza say boy we. Sa boy no jina Bawumia chi no. This is budget time. The video be kire Bawumia any Oforiata any year budget no. And the Bawumia say Ekufuado na ekwasia. Enkwasa sama odi ba nyina Ekufuado na momfa nhye no. Mahmoud Bawumia say we 2018 budget o. Time on be ready budget no. Me di nyina kire 2019. Let me show you. From 2017, 2018, 2019, Mahmoud Bawumia was on the side of Eddie Oforiata coming to parliament to read a budget. Because he was taking the credit for the budget. Because was seen on there the head of economic management team. This is 2019, mature 2017, mature 2018. This is 2019 budget reading. This, thank you team. This is 2019 budget. Mature 2017, mature 2018, mature 2019. And the Bawumia say any dinner that budget is for na ekwasia. Wo ndi omde yam. Bawumia hu musam nyina mo Jimmy. Mahmoud Bawumia ohu Ghana fo nyina say omo Jimmy team. Get me the rest. Ma me nkyere mo. Na mo hu sibi atoatoa so. Bawumia said that this is 2017 budget reading. This is 2018 budget reading. This is 2019. Sorry, this is 2019. 2018, sorry. The 2018 was 2. And this is 2019. Every time you are on the budget, Baba, we did right. And then I say, on the head of economic management team. And the original journalist, when you catch from say, on the didn't that budget. So, Ekufuado na ekwasia. On the budget, buy taxes or the buy, be or the buy, Ekufuado, and you no. Mr. S, do you guys want me to move or you have something for me? Mr. S, do you want me to move or you have something for me? Somebody say Bawumia is like Bobrisky. He's a man when protected by journalists, but becomes a lady when posed questions. Bawumia or your political Bobrisky. He is a man when he's being protected by the police, but when questions are posed to him, he becomes a lady. Political Bobrisky, don't know. Bawumia. Hey, Mr. Musuminko. All right, this is. Which one is this? Yes, now Muma Yanko Enim. Mr. Bawumia is a political Bobrisky. What do you mean? Bawumia is a political Bobrisky. He is a man when he's being protected by journalists. He becomes a woman when he's being questioned. Bawumia is Ghana's political Bobrisky, or two individuals. And Bawumia, you can't cross-dresser, political cross-dresser. Bawumia, dress it is so bad. Bawumia is a political Bobrisky / political cross-dresser. And I'm opening it up for you to see. Or your political Bobrisky, political cross-dresser. You don't know where he belongs, or a Bemos or a Bow. You don't know. Now, Muntie video way, Muntie question way, na yanko enim.
So let's hear from Frema. We'll come to Central Region.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, it is quite clear that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is not the visionary for the current NPP administration. But as rightly admitted, you bear some collective responsibility for the outcomes of government's efforts, either successes or failures. Mr. Vice President, can you state 2 failures of your current administration which you seek to correct, and how do you intend to do this differently should you become the president? Thank you.
The question, what failures that you think in this government that you would see to correct? I was thinking a little bit about that. I don't know if I think that I wish we had built in, for example, we had started the gold purchase program much earlier. If we had started it in our first term of office, for example, the buffer in terms of gold reserves would have been much bigger. As I said, a few years ago, we had 8.7 tons of gold, and I think so far we are almost they bought close to about 72 tons or so. So it's very, something that I wish when I sit back and look and I say, wow, I wish we had been able to buy a bit more and start gold for oil and gold for reserves much earlier. But as I said, the crisis is what really made us to get into these policies. Of course, I also wish that we had, even though we've built more school infrastructure than any government, I believe that we've still had challenges with the senior high school in terms of infrastructure. And I wish we had completed a bit more in terms of the accommodation, dining hall, and so on. This is one of the reasons why I want us to move a lot of the government expenditure away from government to the private sector. This is a major policy that we are coming up with, that we want to engage the private sector in a lot of expenditure that government normally will put on the budget. And a lot of infrastructure is part of what government puts on the budget in places like roads, and you tend to see a lot of uncompleted buildings. But if you go to places like Legon or Tech, most of the accommodation, the hostels, is provided by the private sector. And all we do is rent it and pay. I believe that we can have that model where the private sector is engaged to build a lot of infrastructure, and we'll pay them rent or lease it or whatever over time. So I believe that will give a lot of fiscal space, but also allow us to complete all of the sector is engaged to build a lot of infrastructure and will pay them rent or lease it or whatever over time. So I believe that will give a lot of physical space, but also allow us to complete all of these buildings and so on. But this is where I want to take Ghana in the next session, that we should move more towards the private sector provision of a lot of this, and that will really bring down the fiscal base.
So you see, girl Nibusa Bawumia a simple question. Mr. S, I have it. Don't worry. The girl asked a simple question. The lady, I said, Mr. Bawumia, can you list just 2 failures of your government? That's all. It was a simple question. I say, Ubetuma kanyoma mienua wa ban we ya sebio edi Ghana for ehwamo pa. Nyoma maya yesi failures. 2. Or say one can say 3. Or say, Mr. Bawumia, list only 2 failures of your government and how you seek, or say how you seek to correct them. That means the failures are some things that needs to be corrected. That means some wrongs were done. That means some achievements were not accomplished. Also, Bawumia answer question now. He was talking about regret. There's a difference between failure and regret. The lady did not say, Bawumia, let's do regrets of your government. She said, let's do failures. And they said, Oko, mekayo MPP for we, omo jimi o, omo ntibrofo, omo dada mo abedu he. Let's break this down. We are asking Bawumia about failures. Bawumia is talking about regrets. Now, the question was failures. This is failure. Regret. Now, this is the definition of regret. Let me put it up. Now, I'm for failure and to down. Now, who's about Bawumia? Only intelligent as you people think. You people have more hype Bawumia to the point where you jaya home MPP for we. The journalist question was simple. I said, let's 2 failures that you want to do what you seek to correct. So when your power to me, yakasa regretter. Regret is an emotion that involves feeling sorry or unhappy about something that has happened or could have happened. That is regret. So Bawumia was talking about something that could have happened. That is regret. That is not failure. Now about failure, lack of success. When you break it down, the omission of expected or required action. So there are 2 different things here. The lady asked him a simple question. And MP before cannot even explain to you what review means. And MPP needs a review or say a cancel. We want Jimmy. Bawumia, he does not know what he's doing. No. Obi ya Bawumia na ompeso obeja tum so obi ya no. So the lady was asking, tell us about what? Your failure. Tell us about things, the actions you took that were not right. Tell us about expected or required actions that you did not accomplish. That is failure. Now Bawumia is talking about regret. Oh, I regret that we didn't introduce gold for oil first. That is your regret. Tell us about your failure. Your failure is what? The guy did not even understand a simple question. The guy basically, Mamika Binchiram, Bawumia no Nam Gana Gaso, or Yadian Diano, Bawumia go kind of teases. Or Yan Dian Wako Kai. Bawumia is not who you think he is. Majority of the things he was talking about, it was written for him. Now you want to be president. You say, oh, and answer. Mona moking kind, Mona Munimiansa. And then you sit there and tell me, say, you don't know the difference between regret and failure. One district, one factory is a failure. Because you cannot even point to one district. Why one district, one dam is a failure. Because you cannot point to one dam that is serving its purpose fully. So you have failed. There are so many failures. In this government, we can see one village, one dam. We can talk about one district, one planting for food and jobs. It's a failure because planting for food and jobs, but food inflation is up, meaning it did not accomplish its intended purpose. Meaning we're failing in accomplishing that. The actions did not follow. Into yakasa failure, one district, one dam, one planting for food and jobs. These things are failures. And then obana per se or pointed to. But you are talking about regret. Now go for oil It's a failure. Why are you saying gold for oil is a regret? Gold for oil now we introduce here. Still, we are buying fuel at high prices. So it has failed because its purpose was to do what? Was to bring down the price of fuel to where it was earlier on. Gold for oil has not been able to bring a fuel down to 3 or 5 or where John Mahama left it. It means it could not serve its purpose. Into Bawumia no, he does not even know the difference between regret and then failure. Why should we waste our time on Bawumia? Onim de oye. Oh, say, I keep telling you people, you guys know, mama MPP for we, they are clowns. Oh, me say MPP for we. So mama mo kwanya, omo be say mo fram. Bawumia eye Kufuado and a petetem, and that's all. MPP for nankasa mi minimum muni omo din komo say Bawumia de bombo by ben den. Because nana the dankwe Kufuado in the bush for sika omo wia. They want to make sure say omo de Bawumia be smoke screen. Na omo tena ho omo ko jail. That is all. Bawumia cannot lead. Now, my main job be munchiro. Bawumia na etie na asemo yenko ye bia Bawumia. Now, Bawumia I can sembi. And let's listen to a year 2020 killings. Yebusa Mahmoud Bawumia sem 2020 killings. 2020 omo ebo mutu. Bawumia, remember answer the video we know. On the head of the police council, Ghana police in your opinion. IGP reports to Bawumia, the police council. Bawumia they taking decisions. Say elections we are. Baby a police for a diploma. There's a report they bring to the police council. Bawumia ne shim on a sign. Into Bawumia and the head of Ghana police. Nana the Dankwe Kufuado and the commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Ghana military they report to Kufuado. Every Monday, every Tuesday, they give him briefings and opebia. They tell him this military status. Bawumia is being briefed by the police every morning. Ghana Police Service, their status. Inti Bawumia is in charge of the police. Yato about 2020, your boy nipa watch it too. And they busa Bawumia, what do you make of what happened? Have you spoken about it? Has the president spoken about it? Mumi enti Bawumia. My catch them saying Kofowi, they know what they were doing. No. Bawumia is in support of the killings. Now listen to Bawumia, election killings. Yeah, you jump.
Let's go through it. I think there was a question that 8 people died in the 2020 election, and the president, or me, we have not commented on it. I'm not quite sure whether the president has commented or not. But any time we lose a life in any circumstance, it doesn't have to be an election. I think it's really a very sad event when you talk about loss of life for anybody. And so I think that it's very, very a sad occurrence if for people who died during the election, maybe. Let's go through it. I think there was a question that 8 people died in the 2020 election, and the president, or me, we have not commented on it. I'm not quite sure whether the president has commented or not. But any time we lose a life in any circumstance, it doesn't have to be an election.
Yebusa Bawumia say 2020 muni yakoto muswaba oni Kufuado. Ya boni pa mwotwi etuo Ghana mo nyina ewu. Ade na wonka ho asem. Osi onim se president aka ho asem na se wonka ho asem. Tie Bawumia o. Osi he's not sure whether the president has spoken about it or not. Ono ankasa so he is not sure whether he has spoken on it or not. Onye sure so maka ho asem. After 4 years, the head of the police council is telling you, say, Nipa Eita Yukuomono, he's not sure whether the president has spoken on it or not. Onwankasa could not emphatically say, I have spoken against it, and I am going to speak against it again today. When Tumanka, Okajan said Bawumia is not in support of the killings. Bawumia is in support of the election killings. He knows it. He's the head of the police council. Now, Bawumia, this is the opportunity for you to tell the world, Ghana for say, Ekufuado anka ho asema me, maka ho asema na se me beka ho asema nde. Obia oye police ni obo tu obia no, e wo say make sure say ache no wentumi anka. Bawumia could not emphatically, then a Chelsea ekoto aba we. Ba ko na Ekufuado we e yo no ankasa. What makes you think say omeyanku nipa 30? You cannot trust a man like this. Ya body part to busa wo se nipa mfie 9 ye. When the president nka ho asem, ya mfa se Ekufuado we Jimmy, wan ka ho asem na where? He did not even apologize. He just ignored the matter otwemu because he has no regrets. The killings they killed, it favored him because he wanted Ekufuado to go to the second term, send a bear bit manipulate man be the president. Inti Bawumia, the opportunity as a Muslim, what kind of credit mama bofom eye salah every day. Friday ko Juma, you do not regret killing people. 2020, Bawumia is the head of the economic management team. This is what happened 2020. Bawumia said he's not going to talk about it. He said the president, he's not sure. And he himself, he did not even care. He did not even go to the extent or pachow said you see, you know, men sibium and I yanchini paromboy and fan ho. The question Bawumia keke, speak to us, talk to us. You say you want to be president. Ya boni pa tuo nipa watchi enkwara omuntu aba 15-year-old. Hey, these are people who were killed, and the Bawumia had the opportunity to speak on this matter. Mahamudu Bawumia got the opportunity to tell Ghanaians we are sorry, to tell Ghanaians we need to take action now before the next elections. Mahamudu Bawumia refused to apologize. Bawumia refused to admit that his leadership, or near Ekufuado leadership, no, he being the head of the police council, no, they made sure this happened. Mahamudu Bawumia refused to apologize to Ghanaians. This is a young lady, 15 years. Because NPP wanted to stay in power, because Mahamudu Bawumia wanted to be vice president, they killed this young girl. He got the golden opportunity today to apologize to the parents. I will for any Ghana for now assurance. We say I deal with be the NC da. Samotumamia NC. In fact, your bay investigation Kransani Yakotwaba, Mahamudu Bawumia did not even think of that. He even basically told you Ghanaians to say we don't care because I'm not even sure whether the president spoke on it. And he didn't even talk about himself, whether he is going to even speak on it now. These are kids, these are young people. Mahamudu Bawumia refused to speak, to apologize to their families. This is a 14-year-old girl on Twaba under the leadership of Bawumia as the head of the police council. They killed this girl. 2020, Mahamudu Bawumia got the opportunity today. Onya akwenya nso obepe Ghana for chow. Akase sanyoma we or say ende ya hwehwem me na me di police ni Bawumia nkebi. Se Ekufuado we Jimmy a na wo so we Jimmy. If Ekufuado is foolish, are you also foolish? It means to say 2024 no, they can kill 20, Bawumia will not care because 2020 kwana nyon na ebe president o na Ekufuado and nim da so. Now this time onu na nim da so. Do you know what he's going to do? These young people were killed. These people were murdered under the leadership of a so-called Muslim leader. Mahamudu Bawumia inkremoni papebia will not walk and avoid this. Bawumia is a munafiki. This man, 30-year-old man, the police council on the head. Bawumia got the golden opportunity today to say sorry to these people, to beg them, to insist that we have about 3 months elections here. We need to open investigations before. Bawumia refused to even apologize. Or Sakache Ghana for say, Onyesha Krasa President Akamwasem, and also Crampono. Just say he treated it like a mere chicken. Or treaty as some said Yabo Akukotu. Or treaty as some said Yabo Edian, Kosia Akukotu attraction. He does not see the relevance in this. People in Konforma Ewu, as I speak to you today, among for them are omusu because they are not going to see their children, they are going to see their dad, they are not going to see omumaba. The president got the opportunity today. Now, how can anybody trust you to me? This man, this young man was killed under Mahamudu Bawumia's leadership. Shot, killed. He was just 36 years. They didn't remember. He left them behind. The vice president who wants to be president, the vice president who is the head of the police council, the vice president who wants to lead again, refused to apologize to these people. He refused to insist that an investigation should be opened today. Then the church Bawumia does not know the killings. No, he agrees to it. He actually gave it the green light. In any serious country, Bawumia can also resign. But for 4 years, this man has refused to speak on the matter. And when you hear him speak, the way he disrespected the dead.
Whether the president has commented or not, but any time we lose a life in any circumstance, it doesn't have to be an election. I think it's really a very sad.
He treated the matter like some. He treated it like casual. Yeah, a very sad issue. I don't think the president may or have commented on it. He himself, he said he just brushed it away. Hey, Bawumia be wicked. Bawumia be munafiki. Hey, Bawumia ma wa dem. Bawumia busuafo bia ho kan. Bawumia was supposed to show a little bit of compassion. But he expects these same people to go to the ballot and vote for him. And yet difficult to understand. Doesn't it hurt? Are you not worried? So this guy, they be a catch him say a vote for Bawumia is a vote for Japadie. It's a vote for Kufuado. Adiebi Kufuado year 2017 in the Bawumia have supported it. A collective decision. It's a collective decision. Every decision they have taken is a collective one. He has been part of the decisions that Kufuado will take. Now, Mr. S, Mr. P, it is important. Moi, your bomb tuo, Bobusian for we mo constituency. Mahmoud Bawumia did not even show. None of the ya on say we. Nipa do a bobu tuo majority in Kremufo. I'm telling you. Okay? So we study names now. Emmanuel Dompre, Ibrahim Abbas, Zakaria Samira. Erade Nyankopon. Akwara sa friend Samira, live bullet. Okuta Bawumia yiridin, Inkremoni akwara. These are the kids. I can also be a Zongo Development Fund. You turn around to use live bullets to kill this. This girl is gone. You have no regrets. Now I didn't know Muntu Abamao. So unim side we community cause not to Bawumia. Who's way Jimmy? I'm telling you. It's dear pan Bawumia nyebi na hu se Bawumia nya tumia obenya mo de se moa. Zakaria Samira yekuno. Now just say akwara we or ye Bawumia eba. Ka just anko beka de okan no. Senke Bawumia ba. Will he brush the issue away like that? No. Because some who voters and say mo Jimmy. They don't care about you people. Bawumia does not care about this 14-year-old kid. Okay? When you look at the names, Rita Otu. When you look at I'll go and get you the list. Majority of them come in Kremufo. Kozongo 7, Asante Memu. Your bozongo mrantian son too. Bawumia anko bo mpaye. They amuko yedia amas anko for Bawumia did not go there. Zongo from man song. We have pictures of Omni Bawumia nam, Samira nam, Zongo 7 able men. They were shot dead. Mahmoud Bawumia to me enfring crime and one may dia. When to one be sorry, MENC Sam Brantian because MPP for the Kuomo, MPP set them up. In Kremofon na Bemam Kremofon song. Omo Jomo Irene Omo Maho. Mahmoud Bawumia Sako Sawase or Sako Kumasi or Sako Zongo Hasa or catch Romo Semon to Abamame. Na ye Jimmy Zongo for Yankwasiafo. Yanin Kremofo ya moi. Kwejra. Mahmoud Bawumia onyen kremoni he. Oko bebia Bawumia sometimes we ha okọ Central Mosque eko bompaye. Sibi otenas bompaye na nkofo mpostre no. He does not even know how to sit. Say kremoni or bompaye. He does not even know. Now, let me show you something quick near Pong. Eda hu gina inchirechirem nim. De man te no ene ye chechem no. Mahmoud Bawumia e kan bibi fa interoperability. Mo mienkotie. Na yenwie ne yin no to. We Bawumia ose de
almost done. We've also, of course, introduced mobile money interoperability to make almost every adult Ghanaian have a bank account through the Momo's account interoperability with the bank account. In fact,
the whole of Africa, Ghana is the only country with 100% access to financial inclusion. Almost double. We've also, of course, introduced mobile money interoperability to make almost every adult Ghanaian have a bank account through the Momo's account interoperability with the bank account. In fact, the whole of Africa, Ghana is the only country.
Bawumia say almost introduce mobile money interoperability. Say they all send this free mobile money to bank. Mahmoud Bawumia. Bawumia ne jina haikan ende. See, then and the original journalist for any Ghana say mobile money transfer to banks on other buy. One gets out na radio so can say mobile money interoperability. So as you transfer free mobile money Eco Bank no mobile na NDC mum edin kan kwa the contract na ma amoye hu adwuma. Inter edin na osa dan ho beka kire Ghana for say when we introduce mobile money interoperability and mobile money transfer I think there's something wrong somewhere. And the videos I'm playing and the jandam I'm killing and free baby now in fact I wish I could find Mr. S as way back as 2014 na a year interbank a year mobile money transfer near year Mr. S I remember I played that video in a year Eco Bank and our bank is it what bank was it? It was being done as way back as 2014 2013 people were transferring. And so Bawumia Bejina say wona wo yes sir o de side de buy but whilst I was abeka say NDC for mobile ban mu no na NDC for aye share the contract crack to wa interoperability mobile money interoperability no e wo hodada 2012 na NDC for edinkan implement na banks bi kra air pilot wo Ghana 2013 2014 Mahama time na banks air pilot side no I wish I could find that video Mr. S. Besides, I wish I could find it. Into Edina Bawumia sat down and Hobakacha Ghana for say, and Oba Ghana, a mobile money interoperability. EcoBank, yes, EcoBank started. Besides, can you get me that video? Because we need to make some clarification here. Now, man for who say, Mahama time no, na EcoBank cry air pilot interoperability. Into Edina now to Hobakacha Ghana for say, oh. When I would a mobile money transfer from mobile money to bank. How can you say that? While so Basabe catch say then a NDC for mobile and nobody am contract that Saudi and ye. So how can you trust somebody like that? Mahmoud Bawumia is a liar. I time about Bawumia Kasano, the running mate in here. Yeah. This is Bawumia's running mate. Yeah. I see I'm paying you wada. Adiachia. Na to ne nkwasi akeka osora no pa no hohoro ne tuwia na to ne nkwasi akeka na onam donkuma samai tatare no kan kwasi asem ote Bawumia program ase wada otumi dan na no aso nsuo jimijimi we o ene yete wa say oh we die ye nduo we mo jimijimi for we mo jimi o and sometimes people think we are being too rude. This fool who says na no poku adjiman penyini na no poku adjiman ne senses ye adwuma da bena who say na no poku adjiman eti event bi ase dada enkokora young boys we mo no omuntimi ntina omona omoto so 2 minutes o omaye mre viagra hwe ne pan bi odene nam wo yarefo okoware oba janka bi ende ye hu be janka ne nam because you see about the running mate okoware oba janka bi ne hu mo mini be bi asa janka ne nam. These are the fools you want to onyanya. Do you know the pressure that comes with being a president or vice president? Na akwawe onyanya to me o kwasiato was started da we taking honeymoon I'm sorry and Mahamas we didn't can start take we kwasiato we order wada deep jantre bi okobo e no odwene ho ba omia gimi o ye nkwa ontie ade che no pa obahoro to abegina be kan kwasi asem ena onim ye die Kwame Nkrumah ye nim Kwame Nkrumah jimi erade nyankopon. We sit in this country and we allow these people, we just give these people the chance to fool every day. We allow these idiots, we give the opportunity, they fool. Now the public TV so so. One and a president. Bawumia say onona ode mobile money interoperability about power na ye dwuma dada. Mahama dems were enhancing it. Won wa tro mu didimu. Amenka we bin cheba could enti am yes adi we and say me name team any Loud Silence TV we do this is because we don't want to be led by liars again. Ye jaya ho ema politicians akromfo adadafo atrofo edi enima beduru ha enti na ye ho kire and into dollar was 16 and into since a TMPP omunsi regional hospital and into since a TMPP omunsi area one university and into a TMPP ebesin there your energy sector almost for 1 kilowatt empo enka and into a TMPP ebesin there omunsi one senior high school and into a MPP ebesin there they have not done anything meaningful glossy things and ya way and a social intervention ya de here and sana de fata part way about Bawumia di nim Napo Jimmy we di enim no muye mistake. Now what time to me at the MPP? What time to me I'm a Gabi? What time to me I'm a Kufuado? What time to me I'm a Bumpty? What time to me I'm a Bedietro? What time to me I'm a Furiata? Sa krono ankofo we abono. This is our only chance to fight for our money. Na se ubeti atro konkonsa ene sa nkwasiade ankofo ekeka kireo now down to me I'm a Kufuado for the third time. Adia beto wono.